more videos.
Welcome back, everybody. Great Hawkins again. We're playing some more Factorio Deathworld Season 6. We got some work to get done here. This entire old base is being removed. Most of the orders have been given, most of the important ones anyways. This whole section through here needs to come out. I'm going to get these orders just kind of stacked up, make sure we're not pulling out fluid systems and whatnot. There is fine, you can take even that stuff out, and that can go. These can all go. I don't know if that's the only space that we have this. It may to be. The light oil is still pumping somewhere through there. I don't want to rip out stuff that is going to strangely delete large volumes of things in weird orders. It's fine. All that's going, all that's going. This, and this, and this, and that, and the other thing. Lots of connections. Remove these. Well, that goes out. Water can go away. This goes. Those stuff's gonna end up getting hauled out and put into a generalized storage system somewhere. Now, I don't know that we've got. Any of these missing construction robots? 1,100. You know, that's a thing. That's alright, though. We'll get that sorted. It'll all turn out in the end, right? It'll all pan out in the end. All this goes and goes and goes. All of that also goes. You and you. You all disappear. You all disappear. Oh my goodness, I got so much stuff held for me. Okay. I'd like to maybe go ahead and put in some more of those as well. Give them somewhere to go anyways. So that's the first goal for today, will be to finish the old base teardown. Which will mean everything, including the liquids and including the old piping and all that jazz, pumped out to the old, to the basically gotten rid of entirely. So this should be an empty slate entirely by the time we're done this process. How are the liquids pumping doing? Actually, fantastically. In fact, all of this is now done. Do we have anything left in any of these pipes? Nothing. Less than 1 in pretty much everything. Oh, 25k in the lubricant. I wouldn't mind getting rid of those as well, but so what we need to do then is empty out these guys in a reasonable order. So if I pull these out going backwards, that'd be a good start. Of course, I have no room for doing said thing. Jeepers. Our train tracks. We have an order on those. We don't have a pickup order for train tracks. Let's do that. They only hold 100 for me, please. That'll clear out some of the mess. Old power poles, are you a thing still? You are listed there as a thing, so let's drop you to at least a minimum of 50. In fact, let's drop that to 0. I don't need those at all. Yes, there was a great idea to set up a blueprint book. Although, you know what? I'm going to keep these for now. Am I? Endgame smelter. Roboport grid. Like, why do I have a blueprint for that? That's hilarious. Delete that blueprint. It's literally just one of those guys. That's funny. Deconstruction planner to remove filters. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. There's our expansionist. Ultra Creeper. This is expansions part 1, and it's expansions part 2. Which means this guy should be switched to an artillery with a number 1. Like that. And we save that blueprint, yes. And then you go with, oh, not you. You go with expansionist. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's fine. And you can become part 2. Save that, and then we just manually switch those out to artillery when it's all full. Okay, so give me another blueprint then. Blueprint book. And I guess I can put our roboports in there. Hold on, how's that work? There we go. I want my artillery in there. 1 and 2. There actually. We want our walls both in here. Straight, diagonal. Our creep turret creep actually can go in there now in that order. And then we'll put our roboport in here. That's Kitch's station rails, stations, and this is our blueprint book. This deconstruction planner is pointless now. You can stay, you can stay. Kitch's books and my books. Can I save this? Export to string. Upgrade items is in all blueprints of this book. Okay, that's the book itself. Where's my blueprint thing here? What I want is a copy. Make sure Kitch's rails are in there. Where did Kitch's stations go? There's a Kitch's stations, book 1 and 3. So that can go away. Hold on. There we go. Delete that one, because we still have that. And we'll delete that one. So again, it's still in our books. The expansionist doesn't need to be in here. That old blueprint wall, interesting. That doesn't need to be in here. Roboport grid does. Now it's separate. Maybe that actually is one that I want separated. I think it is. So I can use that separately. This is the grid. Where's the 3x3 grid? Wasn't there a bigger grid? Thought I had one. This is our uranium stuff. The oil book. These are belt balancers. Red circuits. I think I used that this time. Did I use it like that? On belt builder, roboport station. I like those. These are good. Mini-mall early, mini-mall. Yeah, that all stays. And then if I make a copy of this, create a copy, place it in there. That's a good plan. Roboport grid, this is the 2x2. Same one. I thought I had a 3x3 somewhere. I really was sure that I had a 3x3, but I guess not. Guess not. That's too bad. Okay. That's some extra space. Not a lot. That's some extra space. Go ahead and close that. I'm just letting the dudes... I guess I'm not really letting them do their job, am I? I'm not doing much at this point. I'm just pulling these out to force the oil down the line, because each of these has 100 in it. That's a little excessive, isn't it? So that's like thousands of light oil. It's not a bad thing to have to do manually. I guess I could do them in a sequence, right? I could... I mean, that's wasteful there. I could do like this. And then I broke that line, so that's not going to work properly. So this whole thing has to come out then. Okay. In that order. Otherwise, I will probably lose a bunch of resources. I don't know why I'm so picky about this right now. Shove it all down the line. Really doesn't matter that much, right? These are pretty much empty. Whatever. Whatever, Trevor. Just get rid of the crap. Wasting my time. Wasting my time. And then, yeah, all of this goes. Clean them up. Just kidding. Doesn't matter. Too much time wasted already on this. Indeed, there has been. That roboport can go. We'll also continue the deconstruction here. That goes, this goes, that goes, all this goes. Plus we have in here a bunch of stuff can go away here. All of these are now emptied out, so I don't really care about any of that now anymore, to be honest. All that finicky fussing about it, basically just pump the oil out and get rid of it. I am going to leave the lubricant. It's at 25k, that's worth keeping. This stone can go. Oops, didn't take out the cliff, but oh well. That's the dangers of the work we do. Cliff explosions do happen. This is not in the grid. Go away. That's also not in the grid, so it can go away. Yeah, we're a little full. We're a little full. Keep going, logistics friends. Logibots, do your thing. Oh, this can go, this can go, these can all go. This is our main output pumps, they can all disappear as well. Don't know if any of that's going to get picked up in time, that's fine. Blah 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 blah, all this goes. This as well. This is off grid. It can also go, that goes. That's a big hunk of stone. No, it's not. It's a tiny hunk of stone. Okay. You've lost power, really? Why is that? Did we damage the main power lines? Oh, we have. We damaged some of the main power lines. The ones connecting to this over here are now gone, eh? Okay, let's run a line down this way then. Get a hard line connected straight through here. I don't really know how that's going to run, but that connects it there, yeah. That's good. That did the job. You're going to get rid of those and those. Hold on a second. Weird. I'm like utterly full, yes? Oh my goodness. We want no sulfur in our pockets. Well, that's fine. I'll just dump that sulfur manually. Don't need you guys. Don't need you. Do we have an order to keep the blues here? We don't. Those go away. That's a lot of solars. Blah! Oh, guys just spew out in all directions. I love it. Oh, this is no longer in a roboport network, which is actually causing us grief. Okay. Let's fix up the robo network then immediately. So that has to be corrected. That's not the place to do it. This is the place to do it. Then this port goes away. Oh! Can do, please. Don't take that one out. Oh, hi. You go up through there. Good. It's fine. That goes away. This all goes away. That. Keep that coal running to the fuel builders. Good. You're going to be down here. If we can build this ourselves. That goes away. That goes away. That goes away. That does. This one, and this one, and this one does. Ooh, that got me busy, didn't it? These all go away. Yoink. This and this goes away. Excellent. Starting to clean up. Starting to look nice and purty. Do your things, guys. Build the stuff. Get them connected. No? I can do that manually? Really appreciate it if you did. Really, really appreciate it. Okay, fine. Fine, be that way. I don't care. I don't care at all. It's not necessary. Right, that's done there, and we'll clean this guy out. And then we'll go ahead and put another batch of you guys in. Oh. Power up. Robos up. Robos power. Boom, boom, boom. Excellent. Okay. Now this does connect that to the power grid. It, however, is offline because power is not keeping up. Now that's partially probably because we hacked the system apart. Let's see if this guy lined up. I think he might have. That was a properly aligned facility. That's good. And put these in place, please. That goes. You told this to all delete as well. Hold on. That is full of sulfuric acid. Please do not. So these go away. Didn't take that out yet. Good. Don't want to. Most of it's clearing. That's excellent news. These pipes are gone. These pipes are gone. They're all empty anyways. Oh, this is starting to look clean. Pretty clean. Pretty clean. Loving it. And then, of course, we got some more mess to clean up, probably up this way. Oh, look at that. I just did that thing that was not necessary. Okay, now, the grid needs to be corrected here as well. So we'll expand this grid down this row. That to make sure the power lines are properly removed and the grid is properly cleaned up. They're not the right ones. You are, however. Oh. Go. Come on, get them in. Come on, boys. We need these grids happening. Kind of the most important thing right now. I know I've got you doing 1,600 different messy things, but it's important. Go ahead and remove all of that paving as well, which is also so ultimately important, right? I mean, it really gotta be important. Where is my brick? There. There. And then remove this brick here. That. Can't even pick up stuff because we're full. Solar panels. Let's drop those off the to-do list here. Off the to-collect list. Keep me 50 of them. Boom. Accumulators as well. You can just keep a stack of those. I really don't need an offshore pump at all. I don't need any stone furnaces. Rather unnecessary. Why does it say we have no production 3 module production app? Like, none at all. Did I not set that up properly? I gotta go back and check that. That's supposed to be going for quite some time. It's supposed to continue to go as well, actually, for quite some time. Let's go with this. Like an automatic weapon. Ooh, that was unpleasantly close. Unfortunately, you can't delete these on top of a target. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess you could use a deconstruct blueprint that was just for concrete. That would be a thing. But things are still working in the background. All this has to happen, so Well, this doesn't have to happen. I could totally leave this forever. But I mean, the things that the bots are actually doing, the productive things are being done are definitely not me doing them. They're bot work. Which is fine by me. That. Whatever. Take that beautiful road that had a giant cliff in the middle of it out. That'd be kind of you. That. And this. Good. A bunch more of that stuff. Go to there. That's probably enough at that point. Don't need to go any further south. Didn't need to go at all that far south, but that's fine. You guys are not part of the grid. You are particularly not on the grid. And this is the grid, right? Let's grab this. Should be fully operational to go like that, 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 and that. To make sure we got all the power lines and everything linked. Good. These guys are in place, online. That fixed up. Robos and power poles in. And I think this guy just simply, amusingly enough, you need all of those stored, and you need all of this stored. That's excellent. And I think that was all that needed to be moved. To amuse myself on making this actually line up. Yep, that's what it was. Okay. Good, good, and good. All the way across to there. We're cleaned up this way. We still have some things to tidy up in various different spots. That's alright. The robo system is just coming back online in various different ways and places. Clean that up. This can all go away. That cannot, for sure. Those two stay. Okay, good. I'll take out the forest for the trees here. Actually, I'm going to also have fun throwing explosives at things. Hey, it robbed me of one of the sound effects. That's not even fair. Now, what I was thinking was how we grid these in inside this, right? What we'd end up doing is actually, if we expand this grid down a little ways, well, sulfuric acid and lubricant. Let's dump those into... That is something I definitely wanted removed. All this is now... That's now redundant, right? And this is now redundant. Oh, I suppose not. Alright. That. Good. Something like that. And you guys have an order for 200 to infinite on this. Give me down to 200 and not infinite. Explosives, purples. These guys are not connecting, which means I've disconnected something important, I'm sure. The coal that's pumped in here is coming up to feed these guys, which I'm fine with those staying there as long as they're out of the way of the systems over here. Which they mostly are. Yeah, they are. That's fine. If we take this down, clean that up, and then we make sure these line up, which they do, I believe. So what I would do is then remove the power poles, the big power poles in here. So unfortunately this has to be piped out. Let's run that down. Let's do that right now and pump this thing clean. Sulfuric acid. You need to find a home. But not there. Awkward placing. You're going to come down somewhere down this way until we find a sulfuric acid. Wait, that is... Yeah, that's heavy. Yeah, sulfuric acid. We need to store that. Where would we have sulfuric acid? Heavy, light... Plutonium. No, that's not the one. Petroleum. Over there, I don't have sulfuric acid until way the heck over here. I don't think I actually have it at all. I think I only produced it on site, eh? Okay, sulfuric acid would be needed for battery production. It's not used down here at all. Well, I mean, we just have to find some source of it up here. Don't I have any sulfuric acid anywhere? The heck? How do we not use sulfuric acid? We have sulfur, don't we? Batteries need sulfur and sulfuric acid right there. There's the line for these guys. Okay. We have no storage of it, however. Do we? We legitimately don't store any? No, we don't. It's just pumped there full. Okay, so let's put a pump down in here. And that's fine. And then we can bring the acid up this way. Conveniently, it fits there. And there. Okay, that'll work. Just north of the road, I suppose. Can we get through here without a mess? Probably. Nope. Probably definitely not. Okay. This is more than a little convoluted, isn't it? For 25 minutes, this felt like an hour. That's how darn long all this is taking. Alright, let's delete you and you. This is strangely not the right place for these. Let's just put another one in where he belongs here, I guess. Somewhere central there. Now, we have you coming up this way. Where are we going to go as far as the sulfur? If we go to the north of the second line, is that where we're going to connect it? Where the heck did I put that line? There's a lot of work for 2,500 sulfuric acid. To the second line, yeah. So just go up north of the second line. Where was that? Right here. Okay. I could have just, like, done this much easier by dumping it into a container. Load, unload, let the bots do the work. That would have been way better. That is what I'm going to do. Absolutely, that's what I'm going to do. That's much better. Because it's going to be a heck of a lot easier to clean up, and if I don't do it with this one, I'm going to have to do it again with the other one, with the lubricant, or just waste it all. I mean, wasting it all is probably the most time-efficient way to do this, to be honest. But, you know, now that we got it, it's an interesting objective. Mini-objective. Time waster. Yeah, I wish I'd have thought of that like 3 minutes ago, but hey. It is what it is. Let's say we put in... Let's say we put it in right here. Like that, okay? And we're going to stuff it down here below this robo port. To do that, I would probably want to do that. And then we put one of these guys in here. We tell him that he's going to be an unload empty sulfuric acid. And they will insert the sulfuric acid and then empty it right into there. To do so, we have a requester chest right here. Connect there, and we have a dump everything there and have this guy request canisters of sulfuric acid. Get me 100 of those. That's fine. That will empty out and produce an empty can, and so I need to empty that can into a passive provider chest somewhere. Probably not there. Is that powered? It is. Good. Okay, so they'll dump the canisters, will get pulled here, or the barrels will get pulled here, they'll get emptied out, and the empty barrels will go out there and sent back north. I'll do the same sort of build, actually right here. copy this. And we'll put that in for lubricant. It'll be down in the southeast here somewhere. In some amount of it. You probably dump it into... yeah, actually it needs to go into a container, not into a pipe like it is over there. I could... yeah. Yeah, it definitely does. So lubricant is where? Down here. Right? Let's do this. And then we have a container. Nope. Undo. A little further. So let's put a container down here. Container down here. This is going to have a pipe like this to this. And a pump. We'll force the liquid out that way. And then we paste this guy down here. You put a power line in there, and instead of that, you're going to swap to outputting lubricant. And only the canistered ones, good, and you're going to switch your job to that amount of lubricant. Well, good. Get all the things moved there. Okay, then we do the same thing up here, and we just export it. So it's the opposite setup. Two of them and let the bots do the work. It is much, much easier to set that up. It would have been a very efficient way to do it if, relatively efficient, I suppose, way to do it if I would have thought of it before. You know. So that's the thing. Let's do one of those things where they polish up a monument and make it look good. And the real records show slightly different. You know, do the symmetry and all that. Look really, really awesome this way. Oh, yeah, it's awkward. They'll put that in place. It's fine. The robots will get in there and fix that up. Okay, so oh yeah, this pipe is backwards. So run that up. It'll run the liquid back into the line. Apparently, every time I delete one, it forces the stuff back up the line. Okay, now, over here, we do the same sort of a deal, except for that's going to connect this way. Instead of that, you are going to be the opposite. You're going to fill sulfuric acid. You'll input sulfuric acid into the system. You will output... you will request not those, but empty barrels. To the tune of 10 of them. Or 20 of them. Or 50 of them, I don't care. And that's dumping out the sulfuric acid. As soon as the pipes arrive. Good. Let's go ahead and copy this system right here. Find a place to plop you down there. And instead of that, you are not going to be sulfuric acid, but lubricant. And nope, you're not that. You are... Fill lubricant, please. And give me empty pipes. Out the empty, you're putting out not empty barrels, but this. That'll go nice once they start throwing things in there. Excellent. All right, so these lines are now redundant as well. Correct? Yes, indeed. All this is now redundant. There, all of this entirely redundant. It was just there for the filling. That and that and that, all the way back up. And there, there. You. Those go, those go, those go. There we go, all the way up. Okay. Solved. Now, how much of this do you cover? Right, to one extra of that, okay? Oops. So if I were to add another line on here, I would add 2. Of this. And can I do that right here? Can. And then I want this copied. To there. And we go with another piece of the exact same. No, not that one. This one. No, undo. One tile too high. There you go. Okay, more solar panels along that edge now. Stretches a little further, almost to the next RoboPort frame set. I'm going to pop these power lines out. And find a way to drop all of that in on top of this. Down some way, not all the way here. But some of the way here. How much is left here? 21k, huh? Not a lot of those metal machines in here, is there? Alright. Very unfortunate. Do I not have any steel producing? Well, I mean, I don't, but... Make some steel barrels. These, and tell them to... Yeah, we can drop them in there when we get here. Fine. Alright, then this goes as far as that. That, gone. I can actually get his back, because I went too far. Gone too far, Drake. You've gone too far. Okay. That's alright. Now let's drop in whatever network a mess of this we can get. Let's see. How far back can I do this? Copy this to, let's say we can go that far. Don't know if we can. But if we do this... Not fit. Why? Those don't line up. What doesn't line up here? RoboPorts do, but all the powers are off by one tile. That seems odd. That is correct on this end. So the one that is on top of these guys is going to have one there, and then a gap. And I see what it's going to do. Okay. So let's take this then. And not the RoboPorts. And stick that right up underneath the RoboPorts. Will that work? Will not. No, it will not. I have to copy something of this. Get that to work. Right? This is a gridding here. And then back to this one. If we go under here, we're on the wrong grid. Right? We are. That is not doable. Okay. Let's try everything in between them. From there to here. So we'll go there to there. Start plopping those in. That, where it's viable. Could actually do this. That. Just leave the filler, I guess? Sure. Link these blues. This. So the gridding is on top of these things grid, not the others. It's a little further. That. Sure. There, you there. That'll work for now. I guess. That was not ideal, but... Oh, hi. Yes, indeed. That, and then do that. Undo. Go ahead and throw those back in place, will you? Alright, then this guy is missing a power thing right here. It's gonna be more than a little awkward. We have that missing. Who do we miss then? Does it screw the system up entirely? Or not? No, actually, it conveniently avoids screwing the system up entirely, so we're good for that. This out of here, and this out of here. And then we can line you up with that one. We can go ahead and drop this right on here for what it's worth. That will line up like this. Oh, get out of the way, Drake. Oh, you got yourself stuck already. And this. Right, this goes away. All that gets in place. That thing's in the way, but that's fine. You go away, and you go away. Then we plop another set down. There. A little further, and there. A little further. And got a power pole in the way. Oh, hold on. Not that one. That one out. Plop you in there, and then I think that's probably the edge of it. Yeah, we'll go that far. Going too far, lad. Way too far. All this can come down to a... Where are we going to have this centralized? Probably between the tracks would be a reasonable proposition, maybe? Let's do this. 10, 15, 20, 25, and then we'll go there. I'll do it again. That. We'll make some number of those. Okay, I think we've spent enough time fiddling and dawdling, but, you know, it's what I do. What I do best, lads. It's what I do best. All that out, and say, go ahead and deliver that all down here, without my logistics, please. They should just go crazy on delivering that entire network of mess right down here. Now, I think we'll have the grid, except for that mess, we have mostly have the grid set up. So the goal was to clean out the old base, which I think after this little menagerie here, we will actually have achieved that goal, which is weird to say that I will have achieved a goal in a single episode. We're going to throw this guy power link in there, and probably a power link somewhere down there when we get it. And let me bring this solar right here into play. That, I actually want this thing gone. That'll make room for those. You guys will be disconnected later. It's entirely fine. I think we'll actually clean that line right out. We'll refill it actually right. Doing that, that's okay. That goes away. Those go filled in there. And this gets plopped down here, but without those sides, because reasons. Gotta have somewhere to end the system. Alright, that's okay like that. Can you guys please recharge? I don't know why you're still not charged, but don't complain. You're doing a little bit of decent work here for us. I'm going to pull this out so I can get up and around that. That one though. And I can access that one from that side. Good. And actually this can pull out here, and I will extend these a little further. Like that, except for this row right there. That's all being cleared up, so it won't have an issue. This won't have an issue as well, because I'll clean that out. Alright. Nice and crispy clean. Crispy clean, lads. Crispy clean. All this is being worked, right? Yeah, That's starting to drain. It won't until there is a purpose for it, but hey. Well, no, until there's logistics, I suppose. Is the Roboport issue? What's going on? Construction bots? No. They should be moving that stuff. Not enough of those containers, I suppose. You know what? Get those back in there. Where's that stuff? You don't need to come chasing me, dudes. I got it. I understand your work is doing fine work. Those in there. And then I can probably make another batch. Because why not? Okay, so what else was on the to-do list? Yeah, the Roboport network needs to be... I need to make sure this is fully realigned, and it is. I mean, it doesn't go past here, which probably should. But honestly, that's the edge of what we actually use in the space, so I'm okay with not pushing the Roboports out to the west. This system only has a couple of them here. Maybe that can be adjusted as well. Over to the northeast here, we have a bit of a strange mess. I don't know what the heck's going on with this guy. Still being a weird thing there. That and that's fine for now, but this Roboport here is redundant. This is that power pole. These power poles. And these Roboports, yes? No. Yes, no, yes, yes you are, no you're not. Here's the problem. This grid's not going to fit. Without messing up my entire oil design. Which honestly, the solution is really simple. Put one slightly out of the way here. Slightly off kilter. Maybe straight across, but off kilter. Sure, that works. And then this guy is on grid? No, he's not. So you're off a little bit there, you're off a little bit there, whatever. That's totally fine. This guy is currently in an unacceptable long-term location. Okay. That can all be fixed later. We're not, we got all the oil we need piled up here. Okay, and then we've got heavy oil, light oil is waiting. Petroleum is actually full. The light and heavy are not being transported. Let's put a power line in there to let that guy get working. Does that mean we're covered? This is not under logistics, but there's nothing there that needs to be under logistics. Neither is any of this. That is. You're shooting stuff. This wall is connected to the robo section. These things are getting shot at, but there's no radar up there. That's kind of annoying. Should really have like a radar connection there. That would be ideal. Each one of those have a radar in it. It's going to be a bad idea. You know, since they are supposed to be able to see long range to shoot stuff. Don't hate that notion. It's actually a decently reasonable way to line up our radar on the outer wall. Because if that's a permanent wall, why not have it also a permanent... don't need a Roboport. It's just an oil field. Why not have it also permanent for other things? That is the oil pump there. Why are you guys stopped? Oh! This is what train? Copper. Iron is waiting on what? Full inventory or 5 seconds of inactivity. How about instead of those 5 seconds of inactivity, you add a time past 30 seconds. There, we'll add time past at 30 seconds as well. You know, make that 60. Make those each 60. But it doesn't hold the system for any more than 60 seconds. Because that can block the tracks, obviously, the way it is set up. Okay, and then this other iron here is going to have same sort of thing. Instead of inactivity, we'll have time past. We'll up that to 60. Good, and your inactivity becomes time past at 60 as well. Hey, more fixes. Where'd that copper train go? Is this our copper train? Gotcha. Again, time past 60. New inactivity becomes time passed at 60. 1 minute of stuff sitting behind another train isn't going to bother the system. Isn't going to bog it permanently. So all this should be on Robo Network, correct? Yes, it is. I don't need the turret range right now, thank you. Nice and clean. Okay. So, if that's all good, the only thing left is that this stone line is not doing anything. Is there a connection to stone over here? This does pump stone into the system, yeah? Sure does. Is that the entire stone line? It is. Okay, so down here I want an actual feed for stone. So let's get that going. We'll take this as a red. We'll upgrade this to red, I guess. All that. The red line there. Okay, so the robots are good in there in the appropriate place. Change those out to a red line. It's fine. Chug-a-chug-a-lug. I guess that didn't need to be red, but that's fine. And then one red line is going to come out this way. Oh, hi. And then he'll come down somewhere mid-lane here. Or we can bring him down by this. West of this one. That might be a more reasonable place. Or east of that one. No, west of that one. We can bring him down as far as here, and he can jot over and do this thing. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Bring it down west of this line. So instead of going there, well, that's a disastrous mess. Why are we so incapable of holding things? You are supposed to be not 100 to an infinite. How about you go 50 to 100 is fine. 100 to whatever. Then I will go down to this fine machine right here, and we'll drop off the 100 of these guys that we loaded up. Good. That can go away. Sulfur can go away, thank you. Why do we have that many batteries? Was I supposed to be collecting batteries for something? I do not think so. I think I just told them to stock up a bunch of them, or just picked up a bunch of them. Alright, let's get rid of those batteries. One stack is fine. For some reason, if I have some reason to have a stack, it's still there. I don't know. Concrete can drop to 100, please. Good. Undergrounds can drop to 50. That's one stack. I approve. The greens, for some reason, are... Oh, they're at 100 because of the actual building of the... What are they called? The train stations. That's why that's there. Do that, except for not really. Do that and that. All the way down. Run, little guy, run. Oops. Did that work, or did I break that line? Yeah, that worked. Totally fine. Yeah, run, little man. Ooh, that was convenient. Ba-dum-bum-bum. This to clean underneath. You go that way, and you go that way, and we put in one of those, and we tell it to input priority left. Right. Right, sir, right. Alright, there we go. So make that, and then the stone comes down there, and they use up the old stone first. That's wonderful. Approve. We can actually take this and move you up a tile. That would be perfectly fine by me. And then this can actually have a space to build. That. Wonderful. Get a little more stone going there, a little more whatever production going there. Good, good. This iron down here is being rushed out, I believe. I have no more of these. Alright, I needed to go check that before we're done. We are definitely over time here. Oh, we're at 55 minutes already. This has filled up at 13,000. Good. It's pumping out, which is fine. So the issue is what? Why are we not getting any of those... like, this red would say to me that it's not... If I'm not mistaken, this has no production source of these, which is definitely not supposed to be right after what we've done before, so... Didn't I fix all this? Says we have no production of it. None at all. Therefore, I feel like we've got a machine right there that should be producing it. But you're not getting any 2s. Because why? You're not getting any 1s because green. We're not getting any green down this way because it's getting used up before it gets there. Because we need like a copious amount of it to run the blue with all those speed mods on them. Okay, and our green is not being produced fast enough, probably because of copper feed. I would guess. Oh, partially because I never connected this stuff. That's a thing. No, the copper feed's fine, you just aren't producing it fast enough. And only half of the lines are actually doing the production. Okay, so this guy down here is then actually going to go like this. Like that. And you'll come up to... here. Okay, and that'll combine the inputs. We need some iron coming down this way. Let's put some of this there. And then we go here, 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 and here. Output left. That. Again, I want one of those here. Or do I? I want them on the top. That's actually what I want. Go, and that's a better plan, I think. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh. Output left. That. There, there, and there. Funnel things down. Not ideal, but it'll work. And then the last one is this guy here, who's going to come in right up here. There we go, like that. And I need the copper lines to make their way down. That's this one, and this one. That's going not right at all. That, good. And you connect this way. Lovely. Then this we'll bring up from here. Or not. That will work. This one's going to come up from somewhere around here. Sure. That. Guy came up this way. We're going to go all the way. Here. Missed the line. And there we go. There. 2, 3, 4. And... output. There. Copper lines coming down. Feed goes all the way through there. Iron, copper, good. Iron's online here. Copper's flowing. It's flowing there. We now have that side going and that side going. This side and this side going. Excellent. Alright, we got our double line of copper making it down this far. Let's go there. We will go priority right. Priority output right there. So by the time it gets here, what it's going to do... Actually, that's a weird place to put it. What I want is one of those over here. So when these two combine up, they prioritize the top line. Output right. Alright, so fill that one up. Cram it full if you can. Not quite enough to fill that way, but that's alright. This guy isn't quite balancing, eh? It's almost flowing steady, but not quite. Do this. Let's do you, align like that, you, align like this. They should keep the flow going better that way, right? That'll try to force the split to balance this, both halves of this to balance better. Yeah, that's also unnecessarily awkward. We could have that balancing a little earlier. These could be balancing like this, I suppose. That's a little bit of a better positioning for that. Excellent. Now, you guys are not flowing at all. What I could do then is have the leftovers here going in input priority right. Alright, so that thing feeds the line and whatever's left goes there. No, that would be too soon. Do that here and input priority right. Okay, so that's not there anymore. That's wrong. There to there. That balances back. You go there, and they feed only what's left after this one gets what it needs. So this takes everything from this line, doesn't slow down, and then it finishes filling this line up too soon. Input priority right. Try to keep that flowing. That comes up full, hits that line. Yeah? No. Instead, you do this. Seems a little convoluted, but I will input priority nothing. I'll just combine those. Okay. So that should make sure the top line is crammed full, and whatever's left over goes on this next line. That'll activate everything top and bottom for these. But make sure that priority is coming to this. Does that work? Yeah, unless this doesn't have enough. So what I'd need to do is priority output left. Make sure you keep these things fed before you shove anything further down the line. And that's the way to do that, sure. Okay, so the red gets filled first. Whatever's left over will be on this line, and it will then go in here after this top line feeds. This is full all the way up to here. This is almost full, and we got about maybe 1.5, maybe a little more, definitely a little more than 1.5 green belt now. And down here, all the priority feeds off these are going this way. So we'll do that. That's, I think, the right way to do that. What we can do is this. And then you connect there, you go there, your priority left these. That. Make sure everything is shuffling off to its first destination. Its first priority, I guess. There, there, and there, and there. That. Go down that way. This again, like this again. That's not making anything wrong. That's good. Prioritize feeding things as you get to them. I'm actually okay with leaving this one because if I don't, it'll break the system there. It's only going to pull off the top lane. That's fine. Okay, so this is actually where the problem was. It wasn't getting down here. We now still have a red icon on both of those. Well, well, well. Why is that? Is that because there's none? I thought this was because it's not producing. But maybe that's because there's absolutely none available? Satisfaction 0 of 10. On the way 0, logistics storage 0. So that must be that there's none in storage and none on the way. See, now we got that 1 on the way, 1 satisfied, and now it's red again. Okay. That works. So these guys are now online again because we got the green going. Now, how long is that sustained? I'm not sure. But I think that might be enough for now, as long as the copper can keep up, which it probably won't. Probably the copper ore supply doesn't, or copper plate supply doesn't keep up at that point. I think that'll be our next bottleneck. Now, before I leave, there was one other thing I had been planning to do, or had been working on doing, which is upgrading these legs. Give myself a leg day. We need one more leg day. Can I do leg day one more time? We have 10 electric engines missing. 10. That's it, fellas. 10. If you could give me, 10 electric engines, I'd be a happy fellow. Oh, somebody's bringing me a few. Look at you. You're a good man. You're a good bot. I don't care what the other bots say about you. You're a good bot. There we go. There he is. That's the last one online. Okay. Now that brings all the legs I wanted online. The copper may or may not feed efficiently at this point. It's drawing everybody actively down here. No, it's not. These are not balanced left to right. Interesting. Why? I know I'm sitting here when I should be stopped because we're at an hour, 6 minutes. These two are feeding. These two should be as well. Oh, that's 3. That's 3. Okay. But that's just too much to fill the line? Or no, it's just not drawing. That's the problem. They're just not drawing off enough. I'll figure this out. We'll think about this one in the next episode. Honestly, these can probably combine instead of go on splitters, can't they? We did this. Wouldn't that have a better feed? No, not really. That'd be the same problem, wouldn't it? No, yeah, it would. Gotta figure this out. Don't have to figure this out right now, Drake. Let's do this. I know exactly how to do this. Go down there. You go there and there. You go there, there, and there, and we've got a balance. Like, I don't know why I didn't do that before. Okay, copy that. Replace it with each of these. Right? Sure. Alright, we'll fix that after. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining me. Have yourselves a fantastic rest of the day. We're 6% done our atomic bomb design. Lovely. Have yourselves a great day. We'll see you again.